All right, what's going on, people? Um, let's see. A very interesting day. Our morning session for today. NQ was a challenge to try to trade today. I actually only took one trade for like a really small scalp. So I get into my trades later. All right, so looking at all of the indices, um, as you can see, the S&P, the Russell, and even the Dow, they had fairly good opportunities to the long side. It wasn't just looking at the if you look at the VWAP and the 48 EMA, it was they all of them played pretty well off of that. The Russell was a little bit harder to play off, but we did have this one after we had this big pullback here. The Russell did give a good entry off the 48, like after 10:30, like around 10:45 ish or 10:40. But the Nasdaq, on the other hand, it was kind of it wasn't as easy to trade. I kind of, because of how irrational, I guess you could say, the price action was, I was kind of over analyzing it, but I could have taken a play here short. And again, like yesterday, at the open, we popped out really strong across the board. Um, I had an opportunity here if I would have been really aggressive, but this is looking at the 5 minute chart. I trade out the 4 minute. It looks a little different on the 4 minute, but I still could have taken this trade, but it would have been a really aggressive move. And how the price action has been lately, I just didn't you know. I really would have had to step outside of my strategy a little bit and just trade it off price action. So I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it was worth the risk. But of course, in hindsight, everything looks different, and I could have taken advantage of that trade, but I followed my strategy. So that's still technically it's still a win. So overall, I'm green on the day, even though it's only $10. But you know there'll always be another day to trade, and hopefully we can stop having days like this where the price is all over the place, and we can start getting some trending price action. All right, so looking at the daily chart for NQ, we after that we're hanging around at the close of yesterday. Right now we're retesting that area. We could anything is possible, of course, but we could it'll be interesting to see where we head from here. I really don't want to make any assumptions, but it's starting to look like back here in the beginning of December, on December 3rd. I think if today's candle turn out like that, I definitely think we could see some kind of bearish move. How far it goes, if that does happen, only time will tell. But it'll be really interesting to see how the rest of the afternoon turns out. I kind of already went over the 5 minute chart for today. You see, we had this, like I said earlier, we had this pop, bullish, and then we had a hard sell off. But another reason why I decided not to take this trade here, which I could have taken at least got a scalp out of this move here to the short sides, because the rest of the market was still looking bullish. So, and when we had at this time, I was looking at these two candles here. Matter of fact, let me bring up a 4 minute chart. So I was looking at those two candles there, and I saw the wicks showing a lot of resistance to continue going shorter. So I didn't feel like it was a good trade to take at the time. But of course, in hindsight, it's easy to see. It's like, well, I could have did this, or should have did that. Overall, I feel like I made the right read. So anyway, after that, we kind of chopped around sideways, and now we're still chopping around again. I saw this move early, just a couple of minutes ago, and I was thinking about taking it, but even though I would have been kind of chasing it. And now looking at it, seeing that we're pulling back hard after that sell-off, very interesting move. I'm glad I didn't take it. So anyway, so that wraps up today's mid-market recap, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.